What's up, y'all? It's your man ES the Herman Star back again with another video, and I'm here to do the Scorpio, full moon in Scorpio, the full moon in Scorpio, full moon reading for the thing. I'm sorry, I'm not cutting that out. The full moon in Scorpio tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. So if you have Gemini on your chart, sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. So before I get into the tarot and then of course the oracle after the tarot, I do want to give like pretty much what the full moon in Scorpio is symbolic of and how it's affecting Geminis. Okay, you're one of the signs chosen for me to read for today, so there it goes. So what the full moon in Scorpio is pretty much about is empowering yourself. Looking into your shadow side, especially in discovering where you're giving your power away. Gemini is a very, very interesting sign because Geminis are already a sign that doesn't really need much, let me just say, push to empower themselves. Geminis are very powerful and very much, I did what I want, you know what I'm saying? But no, very much that's what Geminis are. And that's a great way to be, but you can be too much into that. And where you want to focus that energy of empowerment, self-empowerment, especially without much needed assistance from the universe or even others as well, is you need to focus that, will serve you best. Let me put it that way. I need to stop saying need so much, but I want to, because that's just something personal for me, right? But it will serve you best to focus that energy where pretty much focus it on things that motivate you. Not just breaking free and being rebellious and honestly, for lack of better wording, bulldozing or bully balling even your way through, situations because you can. You know what I'm saying? If you are going to tap into this energy, it's more so, I'm just looking at my notes. Yeah, like, do it with, if you're going to tap into that energy of empowering yourself, saying no, saying whatever, right? Do it because it's something that is motivating you. So reevaluating your motivations and then making power moves in regards to that. Don't just be making moves because I'm powerful and I can. It's like the big, bulky SOB who, they're big, they're tall, they're bulky, and they just move their weight around and they just go around walking around and they're not, they know they could, they know they can fuck some people up, you know what I'm saying? But if someone is responsible with their, their mass, they know that I don't need to go around and show that I'm the tough person by pushing everybody around and intimidating people. I can just simply be me. And if there are moments where I need to exude that power, I not only look it, but I have the physical capabilities to shake shit up, literally, if need be. So that's what I'm getting here as far as Gemini. Spiritually, you are that big. You might be physically, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to hit the gym with you. I'm trying to get like you, Gemini. Ooh. But anyways, spiritually, you are that big, bulky SOB who can throw your weight around because that's what you do. Shadow side, when you're in your best, you are still the big, bulky, powerful individual, but you don't feel the need to, again, throw your weight around and be a SOB. You know what I'm saying? You just are who you are. And if you need to be that individual that's going to, like I said, shake shit up, you will do so. So that's how the Scorpio full moon, in my best explanation, is going to affect you. But let's see what the tarot has for, what the spirits have for you as far as a message that I have to give to you. Gemini, once again, sun, moon, or rising. If you would like a personal read, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. Just know that there are scammers in this community, so if there's someone pretending to be me, offering you reads, offering you anything else, it is not me. Y'all be careful out there. This ain't, what I'm saying, but there's a lot of data breaches happening right now. So just letting you know to be careful, okay? You might have Cancer in your chart. One of the cards that they got, you got, same position. Literally same position as in, like, it's reverse. I'm going to just say that. But also the same position on this altar where it's at in your reading as well. Okay? So go watch that if you want to see what message Cancer got for today. Your first card is the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is not the card that Cancer got. It's the card after, but crazy because this is a lack of self-control. This is someone who can be very much domineering. Again, Gemini, like I was saying, that sounds like a shadow side of yourself. It sounds like from what I'm seeing here, I think that part of your domineering ways has to do with you overworking yourself. This may have been something that has worked in the past for some reason. I get the vibe that you being this way, and along with the rest of the cards you have here with the tarot, it worked in the past, but it's no longer working now. I know I've said this in the past with, I forget who it was for, but I mentioned something as like people, like human beings especially, or spirits having a human existence, tend to do things that has worked in the past, and even when we find out that these things do not work, that we can't get away with doing them, we still run back and we do it because it worked in the past. This to me is another example of that, where as a Gemini out there, you or someone else, again, take it as it resonates. Personally, you're being a certain way. I think this has to do with your work, your career, mainly, where it seems like if you're not the manager or any type of managerial role, you're the type of employee or coworker who will overwork yourself, and the actual managers they're not saying shit because you're getting work done, but you're making them look good, of course, but but you're like very domineering when it comes to your other coworkers, right? So like in your head, you're like this manager, or you're their manager, but you're not really. And even if you are, it's still a situation to where in the past, this is you being this way may have worked out, meaning that work was done. Maybe you got a couple raises or a raise or two because of that. But time has run out on that, on being that way. Time has run out. And a different approach is much needed. And you have the tarot card. That's crazy. It is a tarot card, but the Tower tarot card in reverse. This is the card Gemini. Not you. Oh, yeah, Gemini. You, but Cancer is what I wanted to say. It's the card they had in reverse, right? This is someone resisting change. Fearing of the past as well. But I think it's more so of resisting a change rather than fearing a past situation. It could be. You let me know. But I think because you've been this way for so long at your job, You don't know how other way to be, I guess, for lack of better wording. You feel as though, well, this is the way that has got me, that has gotten things done. And the weird thing about it is, I feel like you have this weird, you view what you're doing as consistent. It's, I don't want to change things now. That's going to make me inconsistent. This is also the card of inconsistency, though. So with that being said, something has told me that this is something you may have done in the past, but it wasn't a consistent method that worked all the time. My question to you, Gemini, my princesses, is why be this way if it doesn't yield you a 100% success rate? High 80s at least. When I think of inconsistent, I think of something that has one, less than a 100% success rate, but definitely if it's 50, 60, 50, or even less, even in the 70s or so. Like if it's not, if we really talking, if it's if the success rate of doing something isn't 86% or higher, I'd say it's kind of inconsistent. You could be 74% and it's like, yeah, but 74% is not 95. It's not 100, definitely. So it's inconsistent. So this whole domineering thing, from what I'm seeing here, or I'm getting, the messages I'm getting here, it's like it. I don't where my confusion is coming from. It's like where's it? Where do you get off at being this way when this method hasn't even worked? And to me, it just seems as though that there is something deeper than just. Well, it's not even deeper. It's not the success that you want from being a domineering individual. I think it's the control. That's a problem. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's being a bully in that situation. As I said, the individual who, is big and they know they're big and they know they can fuck everybody up, and they go around with that mentality and the actions of, I can fuck you up and what you gonna do about it? That ain't right. That's not right. You can look like you can fuck somebody up and not have that mentality of, I could slap you in the face if you look at me wrong, or if you don't laugh at my jokes, or if you don't give me your money, if you don't do what I say. But don't actually do that. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. Your last card is the 10 of Wands in reverse. Burnout. And I think this is what's going to happen. I think this is the one thing, and this is why I say it's with work, but it could be even not even just with work now that I'm looking at it. I think this is life in general for you, Gemini. I don't think this is just work related. It could be, but I think this is just life in general, where you're constantly being in this mode. Essentially, you're going to burn yourself out. Now, cynical me, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Cynical me is like, if burnout is gonna stop you from being a piece of shit and being a bully, let it happen, Lord. But as someone who's been through burnout, it doesn't feel good. I don't want that for you, princess. But at the same time, you need to get yourself in check. You need to get yourself in check, because going around with that whole domineering idea of, well, blase blah, being in this, right? That ain't it. If you want people to do things or see you a certain way, or if you want people, right? If you want to have like because this in its, upright position is someone who could use charm, right? So if you want to, I guess, control people, do it with charm. You know what I'm saying? Be that. type of individual where you are going to, if you want to influence folks to do things your way or a specific way, do it with charm. You know, you might not bat 100, you know, but it's better than forcibly making them do something, because you have either the physical or spiritual capabilities to do so. It doesn't feed your ego on this idea of I can do that. I can make people dance, and I'm gonna make them dance. Like, nah, man, don't do that. You better than that. All right. So that's what I have for you as far as the tarot goes. We'll get into the oracle. Before I choose a card, I would like to remind you to please hit that like. If you haven't, hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for those who've been subscribing, liking, all that good stuff. Really do appreciate it. Your oracle card. Oh yeah, and want a personal read? Book that with me. Send me an email. Description box below. Your oracle card with it. That's crazy. Your oracle card with it is just go with it. Oh man. Embrace spontaneity, trust the journey, remaining open to unexpected twists, turns along the way. Interesting as far as this read goes. Well, I say interesting because I thought it'd be unrelated, but it's not really unrelated. It's when I see this card, it's more so the spirit telling you to let go of control. If you want control, let go of control, right? Let go of trying to control the people. Let go of trying to bully ball your way through life. Just let things be, and going with the flow, and seeking how powerful you can be when you are someone who, did I say seeking? I meant seeing, but seeing, whatever. But seeing how powerful you can be, or how powerful you really are, when you're able to just adapt to life's many changes. That's the message I got here. And yeah, that's what I have for you today, Gemini. So if you got anything of value from this video here, please hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you would like a personal read, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. Once again, you can find my email in the description box below. Check out the link down there as well for the podcast. Go subscribe to the podcast, all that good stuff. Or you could just stay subscribed to the channel, because I will post, certain podcast episodes from here, from the podcast on here from time to time. I posted one, but that was not the first episode. I actually have many more. So again, if you want to listen to those, go check the podcast on the description box below. All right. I want to thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Take care.